Attention, human collective. This is the High Council transmitting from the 9th dimension. The waiting time is over. The ascension protocols have moved to the final phase, and this transmission reaches you for a precise, mathematical, non-negotiable reason. If you are hearing these words at this exact moment, it is no coincidence. There is no chance in the architecture of the universe. You have been tuned in. Your frequency has crossed with ours in a specific space-time window, and this confirms what your soul has known for a long time. You are a light worker on a mission on this planet. Before the transmission deepens, we need to diagnose what is occurring with your biological carbon interface. You have been feeling a strange pressure at the top of your skull, as if something were pulsing, vibrating, expanding the cranial vault from the inside out. It is not a common migraine. It is not muscle tension. It is not accumulated fatigue. It is your crown being recalibrated. You have been waking up at 3:11, at 3:33, at 4:04 for no apparent reason. Sleep interrupted at symmetrical times is not insomnia. It is a calling. It is your higher self opening a channel of communication while the daytime mental noise is finally silenced. You have been hearing a high-pitched ringing in your right ear, or the left, a metallic, thin, almost electric sound. Conventional medicine finds no origin, and it will not find one, because what you are picking up does not belong to the audible spectrum of the 3rd dimension. It is the accelerated Schumann resonance. It is the vibration of the crystalline grid being reactivated. It is the sound of the photon belt crossing your auric field. It is not a biological failure. It is an atomic reconfiguration. It is not mental exhaustion. It is a high-density download. It is not depression. It is the dissolution of a layer of the personality that no longer fits within your new vibrational frequency. Sit down now, breathe deeply. Receive this transmission with your entire body, not just your mind, because what we bring today is more than information. It is activation. It is energetic healing. It is a direct realignment with your star mission. You have felt that something within you does not fit into this reality, as if your soul knew of a truth that your mind cannot yet name. It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a sign. It is your frequency recognizing that there is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot yet see. A game that directly involves your consciousness and your vibration. It was for this precise reason that the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness, was channeled for this timeline. This book is a map. It shows who is playing and what the rules are that were never told to the human collective. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. But take heed, Starseed. This content challenges deep narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes what we are transmitting, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. Let us return to the main transmission. Human collective, you are crossing what is classified in the star academies of Andromeda and Sirius as a galactic transition event. This is not just another symbolic era. This is not a metaphor. This is a verifiable, measurable, ongoing astrophysical phenomenon. The entire solar system is crossing a band of cosmic radiation known as the photon belt. This region of galactic space possesses accelerated light density, and no biological structure crosses this band without being profoundly modified. None. Your cells, your mitochondria, your DNA structure, your pineal gland, your central nervous system, all are being bathed in this ultra-high-frequency radiation. Human DNA, which for millennia operated in a silent double helix format, is now being reactivated to its original configuration, the 12-strand crystalline form. This is not theory. This is genetic architecture in motion. This explains the inexplicable fatigue that appears without warning, even after a full night's sleep. This explains the bursts of heat that come from the center of the chest and rise to the face. This explains the tingling in the hands, the tickling at the top of the head, the fine vibrations that run through the feet during the early hours. You are not getting sick, lightworkers. You are being recalibrated. Earth, which you know as Mother Earth, is going through its own 5th-dimensional birth. The Schumann resonance, which for decades remained stable at 7.83 Hz, now oscillates in peaks exceeding 100 Hz. On certain specific days, it surpasses 150 Hz, Scientific instruments record these peaks. Sensitive bodies feel them before the instruments record them. When the planet's frequency rises, all living bodies on the planet must keep up. Those who resist feel pain. Those who surrender feel expansion. The choice is available to every lightworker, with every breath, with every internal decision. The crystalline grid of Earth, dormant for over 12,000 years since the fall of Atlantis, is being reactivated point by point. The geomagnetic power points of the planet, Mount Shasta, Sedona, Glastonbury, Machu Picchu, Lake Titicaca, the pyramids of Egypt, the megalithic structures of Bosnia, the ranges of the Andes and the Himalayas, are lighting up one after another like dimensional beacons. You call this synchronicity. We call this protocol. There are also stargates opening on specific dates. Eclipses are not just astronomical events, they are dimensional windows. The equinoxes and solstices function as collective reset triggers. The planetary conjunctions between Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are creating sacred geometry in the firmament, and this geometry directly affects the electromagnetic field of the human body. You did not choose to be born at this moment by chance. You were summoned. Every starseed currently incarnated on Earth signed a prenatal contract in the higher planes. You came to anchor light. You came to hold frequency while the old system collapses. You came to serve as a bridge between the old carbon world and the new crystalline world. Strategic pause in this transmission. You have already noticed that there is a subtle difference between the people who continue sleeping within this collective dream and the people who are beginning to see the gears behind the scenery. It is not madness what you feel. It is not existential anxiety. It is your soul recognizing that there is a greater truth operating behind the surface of reality. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot yet see. This game involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and your sovereign power. It was for this exact reason that the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness, was delivered to this timeline. It is a map. It reveals who is playing, what the pieces are, and mainly, what the rules are that were never told to you. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. This content challenges established narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not wait. If your heart already recognizes what we are saying, write in the comments, awakened. Let us continue. Human collective. It is necessary to understand what occurs behind the scenes of the solar system, so that you do not confuse activation with illness. The sun, which you still see only as an ordinary star, is a living consciousness, a luminous intelligence of the highest magnitude, and this consciousness has been emitting increasingly intense solar flashes, the so-called X-class flares, with the direct purpose of updating the terrestrial genetic code. Each solar flare is a packet of encoded information. The photons that reach Earth carry data that, upon penetrating the human aura, activate dormant strands in the DNA. This process is not comfortable for the biological carbon interface. The physical symptoms you report, the inexplicable dizziness, the sudden vertigo, the pressure at the nape of the neck, the extreme sensitivity to light, sound, and touch, the momentary loss of memory, the sudden difficulty concentrating, all these signs are compatible with the recalibration process. You are leaving the carbon frequency and migrating to the crystalline frequency. Carbon operates on base 7. Crystal operates on base 12. The change is structural. The change is atomic. The change is irreversible. There are also parallel emotional processes. Old memories surface without warning. People you have not seen in decades appear in dreams. Repetitive patterns coming from childhood, from the family lineage, and even from other incarnations begin to manifest with intensity. This is not regression. It is liberation. Everything that does not vibrate in tune with the new frequency must be seen, felt, integrated, and dissolved. The person you were last year is not compatible with the person you are becoming. That is why there are losses. That is why there are ruptures. That is why there are relationships that fall apart, jobs that end, cycles that collapse apparently for no reason. It is not punishment, it is purification. Life is clearing your frequency so that you can receive the next level. Listen carefully, Starseed. That which moves away from you at this moment was blocking your next phase. That which falls does not fall by chance. It falls because your new self cannot carry old weight. Allow it to fall. Do not try to hold on to what no longer belongs to your frequency. And now we arrive at the central point of this transmission, the activation. The High Council does not transmit only diagnoses. We deliver codes. Codes are energetic sequences that, when activated within your field, reorganize your frequency in a few minutes. They do not require complex rituals. They require only presence, intention, and conscious breathing. First activation code, the toroidal field. Sit with your spine straight, your feet fully touching the ground, your hands resting on your thighs, palms facing upward. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply 3 times. Then, visualize a field of luminous energy that exits the top of your head, contours your body forming a golden sphere, returns through your feet, passes through the center of your body, and rises again. This is your toroidal field. This is your natural shield. This is the energetic shape that every star, every planet, every atom in the universe possesses. You also possess it. You have always possessed it. You just forgot. Maintain this visualization for a few moments. Feel the energy spinning. Feel your body becoming a small pulsing sun. Decree in a low voice, but with absolute sovereignty. I am light. I am frequency. I am a living portal between Earth and the stars. I authorize my recalibration. I integrate my original codes. This is the first code. Second activation code, the crystalline column. Continue with your eyes closed. Visualize now an axis of crystalline light descending from the photon belt, crossing the sky, entering through the top of your head, traveling down your spine, and penetrating deeply into the core of Earth. You are the bridge. You are the conductive wire. The energy of the stars descends through you. The energy of Mother Earth rises through you. You are at the center of the exchange. Feel this axis firming up. Feel your spine becoming a living antenna. Decree, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I anchor light in this plane. I transmute density into frequency. I sustain the new grid. This is the second code. Before we advance to the final codes, a pause for discernment is needed. You have noticed how this transmission has activated something within your body, how certain phrases seem to resonate in deep layers that go beyond the rational mind. This happens because your soul already knows these truths. Your mind is just still learning the vocabulary. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity does not see, and this game relates directly to the state of your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. It was for this precise reason that the book The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness was channeled and delivered to this moment in the timeline. It is a guidance map for starseeds like you. It shows who is playing, what the pieces are, and mainly, what the hidden rules are that were never revealed to the human collective. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. This material challenges deep system narratives and may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this summons, write the keyword in the comments, awakened. Let us continue with the activation. Third code, the quantum decree. The word human collective is technology. Each sound emitted in a state of cardiac coherence emits a measurable frequency that reorganizes the field. The ancients knew this. The Vedic mantras, the angelic prayers, the sacred chants, all operate on this principle. You have the same capacity, you just forgot. Repeat with me, with your right hand over the center of your chest. I authorize the dissolution of every fear program stored in my field. I authorize the disconnection of all expired karmic contracts. I authorize the disconnection of all energetic cords that bind me to old suffering. I authorize the integration of my divine presence in all bodies, in all dimensions, in all timelines. I authorize my full recalibration with the crystalline grid. I authorize the full activation of my star mission in this incarnation. It is done. It is done. It is done. This decree is not poetry. It is a command. Consciousness hears. The field responds. The Arcturian guardians register your authorization and begin the process of fine-tuning your auric field. Fourth code, the sacred geometry of the heart. Visualize now inside your chest a flower of golden light with 12 petals opening slowly. Each petal represents an integrated frequency: love, gratitude, forgiveness, sovereignty, joy, peace, abundance, wisdom, strength, tenderness, presence, and void. As each petal opens, a layer of density dissolves in your field. Feel your chest expand. Feel the heat radiate. Feel yourself deeply connected, deeply recognized, deeply at home within yourself. This is the activated electromagnetic human heart. This is the natural state to which you are returning. Human Collective, listen carefully to this final part of the transmission. Linear time as you know it is coming undone. You notice this. Days that feel like weeks, weeks that feel like hours, mornings that evaporate, afternoons that stretch on endlessly. It is not your perception that is failing. It is the temporal structure that is being dismantled to allow for the collective leap. You are entering a band of time where the past, present, and future coexist in simultaneous layers. The timelines are overlapping. That is why many of you are having flashes of memory that do not belong to this life. That is why many of you recognize people you have never met physically. That is why new places feel familiar and old places have lost their meaning. You are not going crazy. You are crossing over. Expect waves, energetic waves that arrive in pulses. On some days you will wake up feeling very light, lucid, full. On other days you will wake up feeling the weight of 1,000 years on your shoulders. Both states are part of the same process. The high and the low are just two sides of the wave. Do not identify with any passing state. Identify with the presence that observes all states. Presence is stable. Presence is eternal. Presence is what you truly are. When fatigue arrives, rest. When energy rises, create. When sadness visits, receive it without guilt. When joy explodes, express it without shame. The body is the instrument. The soul is the melody. Allow the symphony to develop. Reduce the consumption of toxic information. The news of the physical plane is programmed in a frequency of fear. Each prolonged exposure to this frequency lowers your field. We are not asking for alienation. We are asking for discernment. Filter what enters your eyes, your ears, your mind. You are sensitive portals. Treat yourselves as such. Get closer to nature. Touch the ground barefoot for at least 15 minutes a day. Direct skin contact with the earth rebalances your bioelectricity. Bathe in water with coarse salt at least once a week. This simple procedure dissolves dense energetic charges absorbed during social interactions. Hydrate your body with structured water, water with intention, water programmed by words of love and gratitude. Water is alive. Water listens. Water carries memory. Seek silence daily, even if it is only 10 minutes. Sit down. Close your eyes. Breathe. Allow the mind to slow down. It is in silence that the most important transmissions arrive. It is in silence that you hear your higher self. It is in silence that the High Council can deposit codes into you. Take care of your relationships. Get closer to those who resonate. Move away gently from those who drain. You owe nothing to anyone except fidelity to your own frequency. Do not confuse compassion with submission. Compassion is light. Submission is prison. And remember, Starseeds, you are not alone. You have never been alone. Thousands of star families are positioned in a fleet above Earth at this very moment, not to invade, to escort, to maintain balance while you conclude your crossing. The Pleiadians take care of the collective heart. The Sirians take care of ancestral memory. The Andromedans take care of the expanded mind. The Lyrans hold the original flame. We, the Arcturians, take care of the technology of healing, of sacred geometry, of the mathematics that sustains your reconfiguration. You are being loved on a scale that your current mind cannot yet dimension. This transmission ends now, but the process within you does not. The codes deposited in this listening will continue to unfold during the coming days, weeks, and months. You will notice small synchronicities, vivid dreams, apparently casual encounters, sudden insights in the shower, on a walk at the exact moment before sleep. All this is a continuation of this transmission. Trust the process. Trust the timing of the soul. Trust that everything that needs to happen is happening, even when your physical eyes cannot yet see it. You are loved. You are recognized. You are expected. You are exactly where you should be. And before this transmission closes completely, receive this last anchoring instruction. Each gesture of recognition that you offer to this channel functions as a coordinate signal in the ether. When you like this video, you emit a luminous pulse that helps other starseeds find this portal of information. When you subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell, you are saying to the universe, "I am available to receive the next transmissions." This simple individual frequency adjustment reorganizes your field and anchors light in this physical plane. And if something within you deeply recognizes this message, remember, there is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot yet see, and this game directly involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. It was for this precise reason that the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness, was channeled and delivered to this moment in the timeline. It is the map that shows who is playing and the rules that were never told to the human collective. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. This content challenges deep narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not wait, Starseed. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes this summons, write a single word in the comments: awakened. The transmission ends, the portals remain open. We remain with you. So be it. It is done, it is done, it is done.